The legend of Noja is my favorite childhood story. An immortal villain-fighting deity who never ages past 10, she is born from the blooming of a lotus flower, soars through the sky with fiery golden wheels under her feet and pink ribbons hanging from priceless jade earrings. Noja wears space buns millennia before they are cool, swings a magic red sash around like a truth lasso. According to some versions of the story, she can even spit rainbows. For the longest time, I believe Noja is a powerful daughter. There are 52 episodes of her cartoon, and I watched them all, even the bad movie spin-off. And this is how I learned to speak my mother's language, and how to be my mother's daughter. And this is how I learned that I can wear jewelry, and style my hair, and dance in bright, fancy clothing, and I can do this all while also slaying the Sea Dragon King and saving the mortal realm from his flooding rage. Noja tells me I am just as good as any boy, and I believe her. At age 9, I make recess my kingdom, claim all 4 squares with cherry bombs that stun the boys for weeks. The mortals cower in my handball court, and I soar through the sky with bejeweled tennis shoes on my feet. Until one day I catch Joshua snickering about hair growing on my legs. Underwire cuts into my ribs, and I am trained to call it security. I am told that I have 2 stomachs, and one of them is not for me. At age 10, I learn that girls become women, and women are gangly, mortal, and flightless. Suddenly, my only solace is in a dusty binder of DVDs. On playback, I watch immortal girl go home to glory and mother's warm embrace. My Arza, she says. My son, my dear sweet son, as in not daughter. As in I thought God was a woman, but I guess I heard wrong. And I suppose this is no one's fault but mine. To have assumed that Noja was a girl just because he looked the part, by which I mean he looked like me. But divinity derives from a chromosome that is not mine. In the traditional version of this story, Noja's mother gives birth to a lump of veiny flesh. His father is appalled and calls it a demon, grabs a sword and slices until suddenly a grown boy emerges and makes everything okay. These days, I think often of Noja's mother. The legend says she was pregnant for 3 years and 6 months, and I fail to see the purpose of this plot point, unless it is to say Noja's first accomplishment was conquering his own mother's womb. From the very beginning, he knew how to occupy the space of a woman and build himself a temple. In the honest version of my favorite childhood story, Noja is just another boy who thinks himself a god, and I am the mound of flesh his father is appalled by.